Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 74 of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I don't know what it is today, but I feel like doing some Lost runs, trying to take some of that out. I know I still don't have the upgrade that will necessarily make him better, but I'm just kinda feeling it today for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just my foolhardiness, maybe it's maybe there's something to it, we'll see I suppose. So we have to go for the Dark Room route as the Lost. We also still have to do Hush and Delirium. And, Mega Satan, of course, yeah. So I guess we'll try for some of those today. We'll see how that goes. Again, I'm gonna go with the same principle that I did for my first Lost run, or my first Lost video, I guess. NRQH BANN is our seed, or first seed anyway. Yeah, but basically the principle I'm using when playing as the Lost here is I will keep restarting runs until we hit the 30-minute mark, and then once we're past the 30-minute mark, whatever run I'm on will be the run I stick with until the end of the video, basically. So we'll see how that goes first. We could have like a super long video if we like start one, if we like die on like the 29th minute and start a new run or something, or we could like start with this run and just keep and see where it goes and hopefully end up in a good spot. I think Super Lust can Super Lust drop 9 lives? No, Super Lust drops the Heart. It's Super Pride that drops 9 lives, right? I'll be very happy. I would have been very happy if I got 9 lives right off the bat, because that's an A+ tier, not even that, it's an S tier Lost item, as we well know. That's basically what wound up winning us the run on the one that we did win. Although I did lose like pretty much all 9 of the lives by like the depths too, so it's debatable whether that is technically attributing to the win. I mean, I did lose all of them, so I guess yes in a roundabout way. Anyway, we're not going to focus on that run. We are going to focus on our own run today, because if there's one thing I've learned from playing as the Lost in the past is that you really need to buckle down and focus. That should go without saying, but you'd be surprised at how rough it can be sometimes. Continuum is fine. It's a big range upgrade, I suppose. Continuum is at least a fun item, if nothing else, if not outright strong. It's kind of the problem, though, is that as the Lost, you need stronger items than you would otherwise like hope to have to wait for on a run, I guess. That's the most awkward way I could possibly phrase that, probably. But you know what I mean. It's like you can't. On a regular run, you can usually just settle for some fun items, have a good time, be a little bit more chillax. If you're going for a Lost win, though, everything kind of shifts in perspective. It's a whole big paradigm shift. A lot of items have much less value than they otherwise would, like any HP type items. A lot of items have more value than they otherwise might, like Ventricle Razor is always a good one to look out for. And other things as well. I can't think off the top of my head, but if I see them, I will know them. And you can't afford to make as many like silly decisions. Like on a Lost run, I would never do like the placebo one makes you larger thing. Unless I was taking crazy pills that day or something, but we'll see how this run goes, I suppose. If I could snag placebo I'm drowsy or something, you know, I'm in the boat for that. That's absolutely phenomenal. That's about probably the only placebo use I would really need out of for the Lost, I guess. I mean, I guess it feels like I'm walking on sunshine, that pill. I don't even know if I have it unlocked, first of all. Growth Hormones is actually very good. We'll move on down to the next floor. Yeah, it feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Could be okay, depending on the items that we have. The problem with that pill is that we just can't, we can't shoot when we have it active. So unless we have some sort of orbital or something to deal damage with that, then it's not going to help us out all that much. It could help us out of a bind, but I mean, in the end, you'd much rather have a Unicorn Stump. But if I had to choose between placebo and if I have to choose between placebo and feels like I'm walking on sunshine and nothing, then obviously I'm gonna take the former, despite it being a very awkward sort of combination to say. Placebo plus feels like I'm walking on sunshine. It's one thing that Afterbirth Plus added is like a lot of items that are kind of awkward to like even talk about, just like mentioning the names. Ones that jump to mind specifically are like, wait, what? Pills like I feel like I'm walking on sunshine. Even pills like Verp and Horf. It's like, what is going on? Did they just start running out of names, or are these actual terms that I'm just not aware of myself? Bad gas, I definitely understand. Had that the other day from eating too many raisins, man. Okay, just gonna try to navigate this as best as possible. There are a lot of fires, so it's more dicey than I might anticipate. But I think we're going to be okay. I believe Continuum is also Spectral Tears, but that's not much of a concern for the Lost, because he already starts with Spectral Tears. What makes you small is actually pretty good here, because that does decrease the size of our hitbox, I believe. I'm going to leave to despawn that spider, and then grab the key here. Okay, we got our boss there. We're still looking for an item room, though. I should probably endeavor to find that before going into the boss. Although, if I do beat this boss, then that's our first deal with the devil. And as we know, deals with the devil as the Lost are paramount to success most of the time, because they're free, first of all. But second of all, they are some of the best items you can come across in the game, usually. But therein lies a problem as well, because one of the unlocks that we still have to go for is Mega Satan, so if we want to do that, that is not worth it at all, Thunder Thighs. Slows us down, makes us more likely to like step on bomb rocks and destroy ourselves. No, thank you. Yeah, if we want to go for Mega Satan, then we're going to have to forego Devil Deals, in all likelihood anyway. Like, we might find a Lucky Dad's key line about or something. There's no way to make to get the key from the self-sacrifice room as the Lost. As far as I know, anyway. I guess the only way you'd be able to do that is if you started as a different character and you got the key from the self-sacrifice room, then you re-rolled into the Lost with, like, the clicker or something. Or with Missing Poster, I suppose, you could respawn. By the way, kind of dickish game. Like, two of the worst first-floor bosses to, like, go up against that's Lost. And it's like, we managed to make it work, amazingly enough, but I didn't want to have to go up against Ragman and Little Horn. Oh, good. Spirit of the fucking Night. Because I can't I have Flight and Spectral Tears. Yeah, that's real good for me. I'm not even going to take it. And we'll see, I guess, about maybe making Mega Satan work. I don't anticipate it being too likely. I'm going on to look for the secret room, by the way. On the off chance we find something nice in it. Where else could it be? It could be here, I think. Let's check that. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we broke even on our bombs at least, so I am fine with that. And let's get a move on. Actually, no, let's not get a move on yet, because I just remembered back in this room over here there is a stone chest, and stone chests are probably the best chests in the game. I don't know, there's a debate to be made between stone chests and golden chests sometimes, I suppose, but either way, they can both have some really A+ tier items in them. I don't know, the haul from stone chests and golden chests might even be the same. I've never really paid enough attention to note it. It would make sense if they were, because I mean, like, they're both just ones that you need to spend a consumable to open, basically. So makes sense. I'm firing continuously and I cannot move. Sometimes my controller does this. I really need to figure out why, because the last thing I need is to have a good Lost run going and then have some shit like that happen, like one of my buttons gets stuck down or something in the middle of a nasty fight, and then I'm just done. There's nothing I can really do. I don't know. It might have something to do with me like holding down a button at the wrong time between floors or something, or it could just be that the controller is fucked from overuse. But oh well. For now, there's not really too much I can concern myself with. Bad Gas is better than Ace of Hearts, so I will say that much. Minu, I hear you over there. We're in the middle of something though, so I can't really help you right now. Oh, one makes you larger, huh? Well, I guess that offset the one makes you smaller pill from earlier. That's fine. I'm gonna head up here. I'm scared of big rooms, as the Lost especially, but just in general as well, they're pretty scary places to be. The problem is that big rooms are oftentimes the way you need to go, because they have the most exits, or the most potential for exits, I suppose it is. You might be looking at this run right now and be like, hey, you're doing pretty good. You're like, you got growth hormones, you got Continuum doing some work. Even the evil upgrade in the bombs from Matchbook were pretty good. But keep in mind, this run, like if we were just playing like a normal run, like an Isaac run or something, I'd agree with you. But the fact that this is a Lost run means that any like slight error on my part, any little misstep, and we just have to restart. That's it. It's like, so keep that in mind, that despite the relative. I would say that we're probably not doing better or worse than average. We're probably just about the definition of average for this point in the game. Can't check out the curse room unless there's like a secret room adjacent or something. 404 is too dangerous to take, I think. Gives us a random trinket every room. Knowing the luck you get with the Lost, it would be like you'd be on a scary boss fight and then you get Mom's toenail effect or something. It would just stomp down on you. So no and thank you to that. Any risk avoidance I can take on this run is much appreciated. Now I think up here is actually going to be, just at the north end of this room is going to be the secret room. So you can see it's not a symmetrical room. It's something I'm actually just beginning to sort of learn. Maybe I should have learned it a long time ago, but yeah, there we go. And we got Rune Bag. That's actually a very good item. I'm also going to come in here and blow this guy up for slightly higher deal with the Devil Chance, and 2 cents doesn't hurt either. Yeah, Rune Bag, depending on what we get, if we get some lucky Algiz runes at some point here, we could be in a pretty good spot. The Clicker. Alright. Well, that's a new one. I don't anticipate wanting to use the Clicker anytime soon, because if I have a good run going as the Lost, I'm going to want to keep going as the Lost, I would think. I don't want to throw this run to someone else. But I will keep it on me just in case I end up having some sort of epiphany with it. For now, I actually should have gone back and picked up the bad gas pill, I suppose. I hate these flies because they move too sporadically, man. There's a lot of them on screen as well. I mean, there were only like 4, but still, it's more enemies than I'm accustomed to dealing with as the Lost. There we go. Let's check out the shop just in case. We got the Bible here. Might actually be more worth taking than the Clicker for us, I think. It contributes towards Bookworm and also is an insta-kill on Mom and It Lives. So, provided we can make it that far, we'll be glad to have it. The unfortunate side of that coin flip is that the Bible is going to be effectively useless for us up until that point, because it gives you flight for a room, which is obviously not worth much right now. All right, what is this pill? If it's nothing good, I'm probably just going to go back for bag gas. It's a range down, huh? Yeah, it's honestly fine. We had a range upgrade earlier from Continuum, so not the end of the world. And let's check out our boss fight. We'll check for a super secret room real quick. Let's try here. I think that would have gotten it. It's hard to tell. I hear you over there, Manu. She is freaking out something fierce. I need to see if she actually needs something bad, because she's got this. She has like this weird meow going on. Damn it, Manu! You made me focus and lose focus on it. Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself? That's right. That's right. You think about what you've done today. Do you want to come sit in my lap? Come on, sweetie. Oh, nope, she's not having it. She's in one of her moods. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I was actually kind of beginning to get into that Lost run, but you know, once you do that, it's all over basically. Oh, I should have just hit the restart button. That's fine. Hop right back into one here. See if we can make it go a little longer. Curse the Unknown. Who cares, man? 3EHWPFTC. I always get a little wary about just showing the seeds at the start of a Lost run, because who knows how fucking long it's even going to last. Like, it could be over on the next room at basically any moment. Unless we get to our item room and find something phenomenal waiting for us there. Which we could. I mean, there are so many items in the game, and some of them are pretty terrific as the Lost. I might as well check out the shop, because we got a key for it now. Could have been like that one shop with like the lucky pennies and stuff in it. Actually, I don't know if I have that one unlocked or not. Charged baby in there is something worth considering, maybe, if I get the money to make it work out. Having extra batteries lying around is never a bad thing, I don't think. It's not always necessarily a great thing, just because, like, obviously we don't have any spacebar item just yet, but there are spacebar items that I would enjoy having as the Lost. You know, Book of Shadows, Unicorn Horn, / My Little Unicorn, whatever it's called. Unicorn Stump. Whole myriad number of things. Kamikaze Pyromaniac. That could be fun. That's a little bit of a scary tactic as the Lost, because you have to get up close and personal with a lot of enemies, but it does make us immune to, it would make us immune to explosions if nothing else. The Pyromaniac on its own is pretty good. Alright, what do we got in here? We got Blood of the Martyr, so it's a damage upgrade right off the bat, which, while not being like straight up the best damage upgrade you could expect, it's still damage, so I'm happy for that. I could have rerolled it, I suppose, gone for a little bit higher end things, but there are many items out there that are worse than Blood of the Martyr, I'll just say, so getting that is totally fine by me. Now, Dangle, or whatever his name is not one of my more favorite bosses to be fighting. They are laying it on thick with these like hard-ass bosses. What have we had? Throughout this video, we've had Ragman, we've had Little Horn, we've had Gertie Jr., and now Dangle. Can we get like Monstro or Pin or something next, please? Of course, cue the Haunt appearing on the next floor, right? The Fallen. Who the hell knows, man? Can the Fallen even appear on the basement floors? I don't know. Famine. Famine wouldn't be that bad, but still. Oh, another damage upgrade. That's actually a pretty good start for sure. Almost up to 6 damage right off the bat. I think that's higher than we were damage-wise on our previous run anyway. Although I don't know, growth hormones might have been a pretty high damage upgrade. I can never fully internalize how good of a damage upgrade every single item in this game is. It's like I see a damage upgrade and I'm like, I'm taking that. There are certain ones that I hesitate a little more on now that I can see the actual stats I get, like a Small Rock. I still pretty much always take it, but now that I know it's also a pretty hefty speed downgrade, it's always a little more I'm always a little more leery of it, I'll say. Same with Fat Odd Mushroom, I suppose. There are some other damage upgrades I can't think of right now. Curse of the Tower. I mean, I might as well take it, actually, now that I think about it. Because it'll prevent it from spawning later, and if we get hit, we're dead anyway, so, like, Curse of the Tower doesn't really matter in that regard. Still kind of a slap in the face, unfortunately, just a waste of an item room, but it's fine, it's fine. It's alright. We'll make it work. It's the catchphrase of this Let's Play, apparently. We will make it work. And I mean, really, we will make it work. Look at us now. We're 74 episodes into this beast. We are still sitting pretty here. Making good progress, I would say. A lot of tinted rocks on this floor. Unfortunately, tinted rocks as the Lost are usually not even that worth it. Or at least not as worth it as they are on pretty much any other character. Still, the potential for like things like Small Rock and just consumables, bombs, keys. I think that's enough to justify going for them. If you have the bombs. If you only have like a few bombs, which I guess we do in the most literal sense of the word, then maybe not. But I can't resist the temptation, man. They're just sitting there waiting, and I'm not using my bombs for anything else. So here we go. Oh, good, Spirit Heart. Just what I always wanted. Just a little infusion of points. It's not a lost daily, so we're not super concerned with that. I've been playing the dailies a lot lately to get up to 1,000,000%, which I actually just recently unlocked on my previous, or on my casual playthrough save file, I suppose. My original save file. You might have seen it on the start screen at the beginning of this episode. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of dailies, and I've noticed that, I don't know if it's just like the random chance generator, like just picking the right numbers over and over again or something, but I have noticed that there have been basically no lost dailies as of late. I think I had like in my whole 31 stretch of days, or 30 stretch of days I think it is now, that I had to play dailies in order to get the dedication achievement. I think I had like maybe one lost daily, if that. I honestly don't know. Maybe they took them out of the rotation for dailies, who knows, but I honestly always found the lost dailies the most fun, personally. Alright, that's at least a tiers upgrade. It's just pretty good. Abaddon, hell yeah. That is a phenomenal item. We don't really get the HP benefit of it, unfortunately, but everything else is A+. Let's go ahead and get a move on here. I did pick up my item room for that floor, right? Yeah, it was Curse of the Tower, that's right. Oh, it's hard to keep track of all these things. Especially when you got 2 runs in one video already. I mean, granted, we're like 20 minutes into this video now, and I have like, this is only the 2nd run. I'm doing actually a lot better than I would have anticipated for these being lost runs. Rooms like this can fuck right off as far as I'm concerned, though. The portals are like the lost's worst nightmare, especially if you have like no damage. Like if we had run into like a room like that on our previous run, we would have been in a pretty tight spot, honestly. The converter is literally worthless for us, so let's not worry about it. I could go for that card that's in there maybe, but I'd like to save my money. There are some really good shop items that's lost. I mentioned Ventricle Razor earlier. Magic Fingers can be pretty good, depending on your setup. So it lets you damage enemies from pretty afar. And just general, like, shop utility items like the treasure map and the compass and things like that. Those are always good to have, so. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, damn it! I wasn't sure what was going on there. And Retrovision just makes this death screen all the worse. Oh, well. Keep on going here. Let's see. Curse of the Lost. Damn right. L9PZ QTZ7. I don't like this. But at least I can kind of circumvent most of the hazards here. At any rate, I guess it wouldn't have been it would have been too like lucky, I suppose, to get to 2 lost videos where I make substantial progress towards his completion. Because, like, we've only done 1 Lost-centric video so far. We had the one where we, like, unlocked him and got boss rush done, quote-unquote, even though it didn't technically show up on video. It's a whole big thing. You can go back and look at it, I think. But, I mean, this video is still not over. We still got plenty of time to have runs going here. This could be our final run. It could be, like, our 10th to final run, depending on how well I play here. Getting a lot of curses, though. That's all I know, man. And I am not a fan. Let's blow up this TNT, because we could get, like, a matchstick out of it or something. I think you can, anyway. The one thing I do like about playing as the Lost from time to time, especially this Lost, the Lost as he is right here, without any of his, like, starting items that you can unlock later, is that it basically, like, forces your hands to playing well. Like, ooh, this is good. Oh. Alright. Well, we're 2/3 of the way to Guppy now, so if we can make something like that happen, I will be very, very happy. And we have Guppy's head as our space item, which is pretty solid, too. Now, if we can get something nice out of our item room, and from our boss, ideally, then we could have a sort of perfect storm of things going on here. Actually, don't blow that up yet. Don't unleash the beast. Just fire from afar here. Hopefully that, guys who like spurt blood from their necks can't shoot over rocks or anything like that. What was I saying though? I honestly don't remember because I was just suddenly phased by the Joker into like 2 Guppy items, so that's pretty solid for me. At any rate, yeah. So hopefully we can make a lost. Oh God, that's proptosis. Hopefully we can make a lost win still happen here. Like I said previously, though, you never know until you actually get some sort of defensive assist. Whether you're gonna make it very far as Lost. Like, barring anything like the A+ items, obviously Holy Mantle, 9 lives, the 1-up in a way. Oh, Ragman. Ragman is one of those run killers. He could actually just end things here, depending on how well I can play. I beat Ragman once, and I was in a much worse position when I first fought Ragman in this video. So I should be able to pull this off, but he does have some dickish attacks he can pull from time to time, where he just walks right up in your face all slow like Michael fucking Myers and does that shit. If you're not ready for it, it can really spook you to high hell. And these spiders are no joke either. Come on, man. There we go. Caffeine pill. Not super great, but at least it's not like just straight HP. I'm drowsy. That's actually really good to know that's in the rotation. That was the white and red speckled pill, wasn't it? I think so. So if I see that for sale in the shop or something, I know to know to hold out for it. Okay, I'll wait until that respawns, get rid of it, and there we go. Red poop is kind of a nightmare, it's the Lost. Because you can just run into it without even thinking half the time, because it's just so inconspicuous. It's just poop, man. It's just poop. Let's see what's in the shop here. We got fanny pack, which is worthless as the Lost. We got a card for sale, potentially. Well, I mean, we do have a card for sale. Whether it's, the potentially is whether it's good or not. What sort of cards would we be looking for as the Lost? Mostly just, like, I think mapping type cards. Maybe, like, the World. Tears down, man. Oof. Well, at least we have the damage to sort of compensate for that. That much I can be happy about. And these stonies actually don't matter all that much because our spectral tears allow us to shoot through them. So thankfully they're not super duper annoying. And our tears rate is still not all that bad. I can thank whoever, I suppose. Thank Edmund or Tyrone or whoever watches over these videos. That we got 2 diamonds there. I guess I will pop 2 diamonds and then go buy this card just in case it's something good. Could be like the Chariot or something. There are actually quite a few good cards. Let's see. We got the Fool, so that's a teleport card. So if we get into a tight bind as the Lost, we can use that to teleport away. Or if we just if we want to access a cursed room, that's a way to do it. Things to consider. Anyway, let's see what our second deal with the devil is going to be. The fucking Fallen! I was talking about you earlier. Are you kidding me with this? Alright, this is suddenly gotten much scarier. Okay. Oh god, oh, I was threading the fucking needle, man. Damn it, that was such a good start to that run, too. Oh well. Item room right off the bat, we got, we got piercing shots, so piercing and spectral tears right off the bat. I feel so bad about this, man. I'm getting all these, like just about every run that I've gotten in this video has actually had, like, some potential to go far as the Lost. And I feel like I'm squandering it here. I just had to go silent for a second there because everything went to anarchy. But, man. So hopefully I can make this run work. Judging by the time in the video, it's liable to be like the last or maybe second to last run that we do here, so let's make the most of it right now. Make hay while the sun shines, as they say. Probably not going to get lucky with another Joker card into double guppy items, but, or like, you know, Abaddon, Proptosis, none of that nonsense. Still, Cupid's Arrow is a, I think probably better than average item you could expect from your first floor. Piercing shots, I wouldn't say they're underrated, but I would say that maybe I underrate them on the whole. I'm always happy to have them, but I'm like, they never like blow my doors off. But here I'm starting to realize that they are, they have a lot more value. They do, like, they mitigate knockback, which can always be a problem. They allow your tiers to affect more enemies, like each individual tier affects more enemies, god damn it. I thought I was going to have enough power to kill that guy, so I like ran right towards him, but that was a foolhardy decision. We're still here, though, still alive, still breathing. Maybe a little bit of a faster heartbeat right now, a little bit more pee in the pants, but we're doing all right. Let's check this for a secret room, potentially. Yeah. And that's not bad, provided we don't just die to a spider here. There we go. That's fucking 4 keys on one room, and a penny, and an Empress card, too. So if we get another nasty boss, we can pop that right away. I'd say Little Horn qualifies. Especially when he's throwing fucking mega troll bombs in my face. Oh, he's being ruthless today. He's like, haven't I seen you 3 times already today? What is your deal, man? I feel you, Little Horn, I feel you. I'm not too happy to see your mug, either. Believe you me. Mom's Heals, it's a range upgrade. I feel like our boss items are progressively getting worse and worse. We started with like growth hormones, then we had like Jesus Juice, then caffeine pill, then Mom's Heals. If we have one more Lost run in this video, that's probably gonna be like just lunch, just like literally worthless. But at least Mom's Heals do contribute to the Mom transformation, and a range upgrade is helpful. Swallow Penny does nothing, because if we get hit, we're dead anyway. But I'll take it, just to have it. I don't think you have to, like, collect, like literally pick up every trinket in order to get, like, 1,000,000% or whatever. I don't think you have to, like, ever hold every trinket. I don't think that unlocks anywhere like the items do. I could be wrong, I suppose, but I don't think I ever held, like, every single trinket on my save file where I did get 1,000,000%. What is in this room? Oh, okay. He's just throwing himself into the fire over there. That's fine. That works for me, bud. Got an arcade here. Blood banks are worthless for us, but we could still get some good value out of it if there's like a beggar or something in there. What do we got? Probably not worth playing. Probably worth saving our money more for the shop and things like that. These guys aren't so bad because the creep won't affect us at all. Although I suppose I could go ahead and play that guy if I really wanted to. Scatole is not a bad item to have as the Lost, because you'd be surprised how many deaths come from just a rogue fly that finds its way to you. You would indeed be surprised. Check your stat screen. Strange fucking attractor. No and thank you. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Ooh, mom's key. Yeah, I want that. I really want that. If I can make the money happen, I will be more than willing to pick that up. I mean, it makes it sound like it's a chore to pick it up. No, I definitely want it, so let's make it happen here. We do have enough bombs, so we can check for a secret room. And we can probably blow up some of those machines and stuff in the arcade in order to make something good happen here. Let me try and, because I think this is our secret room, let me see if I can get the tinted rock as well. Just missed it. That's fine. I got enough money out of this. No, we didn't get another bomb, though. Blow this guy up. No money. It's fine. I'm going to hit this tinted rock as well. Okay. Okay. I probably should actually not have picked that up, now that I'm thinking about it, just because obviously we can't use it without killing ourselves. And it's just like, now it's like if I accidentally just nudge that button or something, then the run is over regardless of where we're at, so not super happy with having done that. However, it's fairly easy to maintain some self-control, I think, and not hit that button. Maybe made a little more tough by the fact that I'm using a controller instead of the keyboard, and hitting one of the triggers is a lot easier, or hitting one of the triggers by accident is a lot easier than hitting the spacebar by accident. I'm going to donate here so that we can at least say on this run, if nothing else got accomplished as the Lost today, we donated 3 cents. We can rest, we can hold our heads high, knowing that we have contributed to something on this run, or on this video. Because now we are up past 30 minutes. Algiz is great. So we can, so this will be our final Lost run. Win, lose, or draw. This is going to be it. So Algiz should get us through this boss fight. Pin. I don't want to have to use Algiz on this boss fight, but it's still a scary prospect sometimes. Pin can be more dastardly than you may realize sometimes. With Cupid's arrow, it shouldn't be that bad though. But he does have a tendency to corner me on occasion. This is good for the tiers upgrade. And then we have Lord of the Pit, which is worthless. These are both not good. Like, normally they're both really good, actually, but neither of them benefit me right now, so I'm gonna say no. And fuck, man, that sucks. Oh well, we're heading down, I guess. There is a play to be had with Algiz and IV bag, I think. I don't know, does Algiz actually protect you from the IV bag damage? That's a good question. Got 2 of Hearts, we got the Hierophant, we got 2 of Hearts, and the High Priestess. Alright, good times. I was hoping for a teleport card maybe to be able to access that cursed room, but it's still not implausible on this run that we could, or on this floor, that we could find a teleport card at some point. We could also actually just straight up use Algiz to do it, but I think Algiz has better potential uses than that. Of course, the risk you run with that kind of mentality of like, oh, I could always use Algiz for something better than that, is that maybe you'll just never end up using Algiz. It'll just be a waste, and it could have saved your life at some point. Hopefully it won't come to that. That's like worst case scenario territory. Right now, I'm just scared for my life dealing with this fucking fat bat, of all things. There we go. These mushrooms are also rather daunting, because I have no idea what direction they were going to fire in. I don't think there's a tell for that. You just have to kind of be ready to dodge at the moment. Okay. Stay away from me, little fella. Hold your horses, little fella. These guys, actually not so bad, because these are the ones that, like, spit creep at you. And creep is of no consequences the lost here. This is probably our secret room, judging by the room layout. You got, oh my god, that's a lot of money, actually. That is a lot of money, and this is a tasty burger. I need to go watch that line again. Is it tasty burger or just like good burger? This is a good burger. I'm not actually sure. A Joker card and 2 of spades. I think pop 2 of spades right away. And then I think you actually pop the Joker card right away as well. I know we could have gotten a deal like naturally on this floor still. But I'd like to keep Alges with me is the thing. So obviously I'm going to try and fight the angel statue here. This could very well be the end of our run. If things go wrong, the angels can be pretty. Actually, they're not. It's not a can be. They are nasty enemies to fight, especially with base damage right now. Not base DPS. We did get a tiers upgrade, but that's beside the point, I suppose. Well, it is what it is, you know. I try my damnedest, and we had some good potential there, but just goes to show how hard the loss really is, I suppose. We're down to a -5 win streak. Boo fucking yeah. At any rate, thanks everyone for watching. Probably not going to do any more Lost for a little while here. It's a little bit foolhardy to try and do it right now anyway. If you enjoyed the video, though, please leave a like and or comment down below. Really helps out the channel and the video. And subscribe if you want to see more as well. I post a single Isaac video every day at noon Mountain Time. I almost said a single Lost video every day at noon Mountain Time. No, don't come back looking for Lost videos every day. That's the literal definition of hell right there. At any rate, thank you everyone so much for watching. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.